a century ago, nuggets in the beds of mountain streams made California famous as the Golden State. Today, more than 200 years after the Mission Fathers first brought oranges and lemons to the West, colorful harvests of citrus fruits carry on the golden tradition. And the blossoms fill the air with fragrance. Oranges, lemons, and grapefruit thrive on the slopes which have been changed from semi-desert into a vast garden by waters channeled from mountain streams. Today, Western citrus brings both health and fun, all wrapped up by nature herself in the soft but strong packages which preserve the freshness and health-giving elements of oranges, lemons, and grapefruit until they reach our homes. Good to look at, good to eat. Though a warm climate is necessary to citrus growth, it takes the special combination of sunny days and crisp, cool nights of the western mountain regions to give the fruit its golden color and rich flavor. Thousands of acres of groves make citrus a very important part of western agriculture. Just look at this. The city is moving right into a fine old grove, and the orange grower has to move himself and his family out where he has room for today and tomorrow, and a lot of tomorrows to come. These groves are located on the foothills of the Sierras, which border California's great San Joaquin Valley, for many years one of the world's rich citrus areas. There are two major kinds of oranges in the West, so ripe oranges are ready the year round. This is summer. Valencias are ripe on the trees. Believe it or not, this is winter. The navel crop is ready for market. And this is spring. Valencia oranges take more than a year to ripen, so blossoms and fruit share the same branches. And now, these two kinds of western oranges, the Valencia, which ripens in the summer, and the navel, which is picked during winter months, both get their completely natural brightness from ripening right on the trees. It takes from 4 to 5 years to bring an orange grove into production. Just getting the land ready for planting is a big undertaking, carried out with large equipment. The land is cleared and leveled. High places are cut down and low places are filled in, so that irrigation water will flow evenly all through the grove. In California and Arizona, if you waited for rain, your young trees would die of thirst before they even got started. This is the ripper with its giant tooth. The earth below needs to be loosened, so the young tree roots can spread and grow. One monster pulls, the other pushes. Young citrus trees start their lives in nurseries, where they get a lot of special attention. Part of this special attention is budding. A tiny creative center is hidden in the bud at the base of each leaf. These buds are selected from the best branches of the finest trees, because the buds determine the quality and the quantity of future harvests. The bud is placed inside the bark of a young tree called a rootstock seedling, itself grown from seed selected to grow strong, healthy roots. This will be an orange tree. By a similar operation, we could bud the rootstock seedling to produce either lemons or grapefruit. A pocket like a kangaroo's pouch, all ready for the new baby. There. Nature takes over from here. And in a few weeks, this fresh green sprig will become the trunk of the full-grown tree. The top of the rootstock has been broken so that the growth energy goes up into the new shoot. The young trees are finally ready to be set out in new groves. This machine was especially designed for the job of handling the young trees so that the soil which protects and feeds the roots will remain firmly in place. The burlap sack will decay after the tree is placed in the ground. Trees are spaced to give each one plenty of room to grow and spread. These are much finer trees than those grown in California in the early days. They will grow more fruit and better fruit. These have been raised with scientific care. Just as important are the advances in irrigation. Except for occasional fall and winter rains, water comes to the groves from the winter snows and summer rains which fall upon the West's great mountain ranges. The canal supplies the outlets at the upper corner of each grove. Then the water flows in underground pipes to smaller outlets along the grove's edge. Water anytime, no need to wait for rain. The grower can flood these furrows whenever the roots below need moisture. Sometimes in winter, the growers use wind machines to stir up the cold air which might settle in low spots and damage the crop. If temperatures fall too low, heaters are lighted to reduce the possibility of injury. On the coldest nights, the growers work all night. Snow on the mountains, flowers around the ranch house, and a golden harvest ripe on the trees all at the same time. Oranges are picked only after they are tree ripe. Unlike most other fruit, they can remain on the trees in perfect condition for a long time after they are ripe. So picking goes on during every season of the year. After picking, the big job is to get the oranges from the grove to the market quickly. First, they go to the packing house with its railroad siding. But there's a lot to be done before the cars are loaded. These oranges are about to get the bath of their lives. Warm, sudsy water. Scrub till they sparkle as they move over spinning brushes. Now, a clear, cool shower. Brass rollers drain off the water. And warm air dryers finish the job. But being clean and bright still isn't enough. Sharp-eyed experts look at each orange to make sure that only the best move along to the cartons which will hold the finest grade. On their way, automatically separated according to size. As you see, getting oranges to market is much more than hauling them from the groves to the neighborhood store. These are skilled workers, and this is typical working speed. A packing house turns out thousands of cartons a day. And now, let's take a